Raider foul number 2, Jake Prince. Devontae Lane will shoot for the Trojans. In for West, number 22, Patrick McCaffrey. For the Raiders, number 22, Michael Carter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a fine afternoon to you all here on the Chaska Hawks Blends and Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network here from the Lindbergh Center at Hopkins. We've been here before. First time, however, covering Chaska girls basketball here, live on the Cube. My name is Ryan Paul here. We're excited to be bringing you Chaska Hawks basketball. A doubleheader this evening. Double dip Chaska girls versus St. Michael's Albertville right now. And then at 6:30 this evening, we'll bring you the boys game versus St. Michael Albertville as well. Hope you'll stick with us throughout the evening here from Hopkins. We're going to go over the starting lineups now here from the Lindbergh Center. Please listen in as we go over our starting lineups for Chaska and St. Michael Albertville. Well, there you go, your starting lineups here this afternoon from Hopkins here at Chaska versus St. Michael Albertville. We'll get the game here underway momentarily. Hope you'll stick with us throughout the evening here as we have Chaska Hawks versus St. Michaelville Albertville Knights coming to you live in the boys game later at 6:30. This one, the girls game. Right now. We're going, we got a game going on behind us right now. It's the Cretin-Durham Hall versus Iowa City West game in the boys region. So you might hear some noise or PA from that game. But we are getting ready to tip things off here in our girls game. Chaska versus St. Michael Albertville. It's going to be the 8th grader Kaylee Van Epps facing off against the senior Addie Johnson in the tip-off circle for Benilde and Chaska. Tip-off, one back by Johnson for St. Mike's, and a quick 3-ball on the way from Ray Johnson, who's Benilde's, STMA's leading scorer. You're going to hear me say Benilde a lot. Both teams are the Knights, and we just had Benilde last night. So Ray Johnson, as I was saying, averaging double digits for STMA, hits that 3-ball at the start of the game and gets scoring started. Chaska comes down at the other end, and we have a quick tie-up and a jump ball. 3-0, but St. Michael Albertville with an early lead. This is Quinn outside the arc. She puts one up. It's off, and a rebound offensively, however, by Roebling to Chaska. This is this is Althouse for the Hawks. Sarah Althouse gives it back into the corner for Roebling. Roebling drives inside of their shot blocked. Taken away by St. Michael Albertville's Riley Carlson. Carlson takes it down at the other end and gets a quick 2 for the Knights. 5-2 the score here early. St. Michael leading Chaska. A foul on the floor here going against St. Michael Albertville. First foul call of the game. 5-0 early here. 17 minutes left in this opening half. Althouse gives it inside for Roebling. Her pass was poked away, however, by Kramer for St. Michael. She gives it up for Johnson, and Johnson puts it away. Johnson has 5 of St. Mike's 7 points here this game. It's a 7-0 lead for St. Michael Albertville, and they poke a pass away from Chaska, and it goes out of bounds. Althouse catches it in the backcourt for the Hawks. She crosses the timeline now, guarded by Johnson for the Knights. Picks up her dribble and is called for a travel as Althouse for Chaska, and a turnover goes against the Hawks. 16:36 left here on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Coming to you live from Hopkins High School in the Lindbergh Center here. Last night, Chaska boys won against Benilde St. Margaret's in an outstanding fashion. Miles Hansen, career high 48 points last night. Led Chaska to that 20-point victory over the Knights, Red Knights, rather. Right here, we have a double dip for you tonight on the London Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network. Girls game right now, and then at 6:30 we get the boys game tipped off. For the Red Knights, or for the Knights, this is Kenzie Kramer. Kenzie Kramer gives it inside for Cox. Cox puts one up for 2, and it's a 9-0 Red Knight lead. Pushed up ahead for Chaska now. Quickly down inside the lane is Sarah Althouse, and Althouse is fouled on the way up. STMA, a very good team coming into this game. They're 18-4 overall this season as Althouse goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. As I was saying, STMA, very good quality team, 18-4 overall. They're 9-1 their last 10 games, undefeated at 11-0 in their Mississippi 8 conference schedule. Second only to, they lead the Mississippi Conference. In their section, they're second only to Elk River, who sits at 24-0 this year. So, for obvious reasons, Elk River, the 1 seed in their section. Now inside for the Knights is Riley Carlson. Carlson kicks it back outside. Now it's back to Carlson. Carlson for the Knights, resets, calls a play, gives it over to Johnson. Johnson takes the lane right past Van Epps, puts it up off the glass for 2. 11-1 lead here. Down at the other end, Veronica Quinn puts one up. It's no good. Down the other end now for Hansen in the corner. 11-1 here. Kramer with it. Kramer back now to Johnson. Johnson takes the lane. Couldn't get a shot to go. It goes out of bounds. Off of Chaska, says the official. And it's going to be St. Michael ball. For the Knights now, it's swung back over to Johnson. Johnson gives it over for Hanson now. Hanson up top for Carlson. Carlson back to Ray Johnson. Johnson takes the lane, pokes it out now to the other Johnson, Addie. She pulls up now. Offensive rebound off the missed three by Ray Johnson. Now she gives it inside for Addie Johnson. Johnson goes right past Matson. Now it's kicked out for a three ball. It goes long out of the hand of Kramer. Now we have a whistle as his body's falling on the floor. It goes out of bounds. Chaska gets the ball with 14:29. Sarah Althouse brings it up the floor for the Hawks now. Althouse from mid-range puts a good one up. No off the mid-range jumper. Now it's pushed up ahead for Alexander. Vanessa Alexander lost the ball to Veronica Quinn. Now it's pushed up ahead to Peterson. Peterson has it back to Quinn now. Quinn takes it inside the elbow jumper. Just a little bit short. Strum for it down low is no good in Chaska's favor, and push quickly back down for Vanessa Alexander down low. Foul going up with it. 11-1 here the score. 13:52 left from the Lindbergh Center. This is Vanessa Alexander at the line, shooting two. She hits the front end. Enter Natalie Starr as well as Kaylee Van Epps. Van Epps, the 8th grader, one of two 8th graders on this Chaska team. After the made free throw by St. Michael Albertville, they get it back on a steal, and it's pushed quickly up ahead for Kramer. Kramer was blocked by Van Epps, though. 13-1 the score. Chaska down early here. Still 13:42 until half. Baker has it for St. Michael's. Back to Ray Johnson. Johnson takes it in, spin move away from Van Epps, and she puts it in and through. Timeout on the floor after the Johnson made bucket. That gives us time to let you know, have you been in and out of physical therapy or chiropractic treatment with little results? Are you tired of the same exercises that don't seem to be helping your pain? The therapist at St. Francis Rehab assess your whole body for areas of limitation and dysfunction. Take a unique hands-on approach with our patients that improves outcomes where other treatments have come up short. At St. Francis Rehab, we get back to work, back to sports, and back to life. Conveniently located in the Chaska Community Center, call 952-428-1250 to set up an appointment today. February is the month to purchase a new Buick at Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Inc. Lenzen needs your trade-in and will give you top dollar for your current vehicle. Save thousands on a new Chevrolet from Lenzen Chevrolet Buick in the February Chevrolet Select Model Bonus Cash Savings event happening right now. 15-1 the score. Chaska pushes ahead. Peterson into the corner for Getz. Back to Peterson now. Now it's over for Althouse. Althouse to Van Epps. Chaska swinging it around. Now it's into the hands of Althouse. Althouse checks up a three ball. It's up and long. Rebound to Hanson of STMA. Pushed up ahead quickly by STMA in for Alexander, who lays it up and in. 17-1 lead now for the Knights. Playing good defense, but they find Getz at the other end, does Chaska, and she puts it up with the right hand. Couldn't get it to drop, though. Rebound Alexander for St. Michael's. Now it's up ahead for Johnson. Johnson over to Kramer. Kramer finds it back over to Alexander. Alexander, a mid-range shot, no good. Foul as Althouse came in with the rebound, and it's going to go against Jaden Hanson of STMA. 12:37 left in this first half. Aldhouse catches the inbound pass in the backcourt. Press being applied by STMA, up 16 here. Aldhouse crosses the timeline, gives it away for Getz of Chaska. Getz back up top to Aldhouse. Aldhouse returns the favor, gives it back to Getz. Now it's up top for Van Epps. Over to Peterson now. Peterson looked at a streaking Getz, didn't give it to her though. Now she takes it herself up to the top of the key. Over now for Aldhouse. Chaska can't seem to be getting a decent offense running. Aldhouse drives inside, put up an awkward shot, but got fouled in the act, so she's got a couple of free throws ahead here with 12:07 to go before halftime. Aldhouse of Chaska there, leading scorer this year. The senior averaging 14.7 points a contest. This first free throw from her is off the mark. Second one from Aldhouse is up and through, so now it's a 17-2 deficit. Chaska down at the bottom end of that. Quickly for STMA, though, this is Dole. Dole up top, drives inside, right past Destiny Birch. Puts it in for two, 19-2 score. STMA with the lead now. Down at the other end, Quinn for Chaska. Quinn back over to Grody. Grody up top for Aldhouse. Aldhouse drives the lane. A floater up for two. Sarah Aldhouse for a pair. Now for STMA at the other end, Addie Johnson over up top now for Hansen. Hansen back over for Kramer. Kramer now returns it to Johnson. She drives inside. That's Hansen, or excuse me, puts it up for two. With the exception of that first bucket that came off a three ball from Ray Johnson for St. Michael Albertville, they've gotten all their points inside the arc, if I'm not mistaken. The stoppage on the floor, and with 11:06 left, Chaska has an inbound play on the baseline now. Thrown in by Aldhouse to Grothy. Grothy at the elbow, returns it to Aldhouse now. Now it's Birch who puts up a long one. Birch, Destiny Birch, the 8th grader, sinks it for three. 7 points now for Chaska. 21 for St. Michael Albertville. Told into the corner now for Alexander. Alexander gets a streaking Johnson. Stride for stride, and she's fouled on the way up. 10:41 to go here in the first half. First free throw up and through from Johnson. Van Epps gets the rebound off the miss for Chaska now. She runs up quickly ahead. Puts it up. Mid-range floater, no good. Couldn't get that one to drop. Rebound, St. Michael Albertville. Into the hands of Dole. Dole being pressured heavily by Aldhouse. Back now for Alexander, St. Michael Albertville. Inside, driven by Cox. Cox traveled with it, and it's going the other way. Timeout on the floor. I think it's going to be St. Michael Albertville who calls it. It is. It's St. Michael Albertville, the short timeout. 22-7 here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. You're listening to London Chevrolet Buick Hawks Broadcast Network.
Final score, Green Raiders 85, Iowa City West Trojans 72. Good luck to both of these teams the rest of their season. Our next game is a girls' game featuring the Anoka Tornadoes taking on the Green Raiders.
Well, now back in action here from Hopkins High School. The other game just finished up between Cretin Durham Hall. They beat Iowa City West. For Chaska, this is Quinn. Quinn with it for the Hawks. Here with 10 minutes as we approach that mark. Now we are at it with that much time left in this first half. Quinn has it for Chaska, feeds it inside to Grothy. An ill-advised pass from Quinn as Grothy was double-teamed inside. 22-7 the score here. St. Mike pushing it down quickly. Johnson inside, kicks it outside for Dole. Dole, now it's over for Hansen. Dole has it back. She drives inside the lane. Now it's outside for Johnson. Johnson guarded by Kaylee Van Epps. Push back outside for Hansen now. Hansen back to Johnson. Johnson fires one up. It's good for 3. Johnson nails a tray. 25-7 the score now. 9 minutes, 18 seconds left. Bursch is troubled down low, and it's found out to Grothy. Grothy, a mid-range jumper, sinks it for 2. Chaska 9. St. Michael Albertville 25. 9 minutes and 2 seconds here remaining in this first half. Hansen for St. Michael Albertville gives it back over for Johnson now. Johnson down low for Alexander. She missed a shot, went out of bounds. It's going to go in favor of Chaska with 8:47 to go in the first half. Inbound pass caught by Quinn for the Hawks. Up ahead for Bursch across the timeline. Down low now for Van Epps. I know that was Williams, whose shot was just short. Pushed up ahead for Carlson. Carlson back inside for Dole. Dole went up and got fouled. With 8:32 left, this is Dole at the free throw line for St. Michael Albertville, a 25-9 lead. For the Knights, she can't extend that lead here. Misses the first of 2 free throws. Gold, second free throw up, no good. Rebound, Kaylee Van Epps. Up ahead to the other 8th grader, Destiny Bursch. Bursch, hot feed, couldn't be collected by Van Epps now. Pushed up ahead quickly. Sanchez gets out of the way of that one, and Chaska gets the ball back. Destiny Bursch now passes it in for Quinn. Quinn works her way up ahead now for Chaska. Troubled. Trapped by STMA. Now it's up ahead for Hansen. Hansen down low for the other Hansen. Ugly angled shot didn't drop. Now it's put up by Cox, who got blocked by somebody for Chaska. And Quinn catches the pass now. Ahead for Williams. Williams couldn't get the pass because it was tipped out of bounds. And Chaska gets the ball back with 7:59 left, down 25-9. Aldhouse away for Williams, now for Getz. Getz back to Aldhouse. Over for Getz once more. Swung outside. Now Getz still has it, gives it away for Destiny Bursch, who was running away from it. Now it's back for Johnson. Johnson troubled by Aldhouse. She traveled as she thought she had gotten fouled, so she stopped playing. 7:44 left in the first 18 minutes rather of play. Aldhouse catches the inbound pass in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline now, away for Bursch. Bursch back for Getz. Getz got tied up with Johnson in a jump ball. Going to be St. Michael ball off of the possession change. Some substitutions to be worked out, and then we will return to play. St. Michael Albertville, it's worked into the freshman Mackenzie Kramer. Back off now for Dole. Dole returns it for Johnson. Johnson back for Kramer. Or for Carlson, back up top for Kramer. Kramer's shot didn't go. Now it's back off. There's an alarm going off by one of the exit doors, so let's see what that's going on. Back on the floor, though, it's Riley Carlson who has it. .6:48 left here. 25-9 the score. Chaska down, working against St. Michael Albertville here. Kramer backs it out for the Knights. Gives it back now over for Carlson. Carlson threw a pass out of the reach of Dold, and it's going to be a turnover against St. Mike's. Chaska now, Peterson working with the crossover. Finds it over to Althouse. Althouse trying to do something with it. Takes it inside of the paint. Fell down. Good call for a travel. Sarah Althouse hit the floor hard. 6:17 left in the opening half. Chaska 9, St. Mike's 25. Pushed up ahead now by Kramer. Back over for Cox now. Cox back over for Kramer. Kramer, 3 ball, just off. Rebound by Roebling for Chaska. Ahead for Getz now. Carly Getz. Troubled by Johnson. Back over now for Althouse to Roebling. Roebling, the mid-range jumper, just off the mark. Rebound by Johnson. Ray Johnson really showing why she is the star of this team. Johnson averages 19 points a game, averaging just about 5 rebounds a game, 3.6 assists a contest, as well as 3 blocks per game. So she leads pretty much every category of statistics for St. Mike's. Is a good feed down low for Kendall Cox. Gives St. Mike's 27 to Chaska's 9. 5:38 left and we have a whistle. Couple substitutions and then we're back in action here. Inbound pass back for Getz. Getz to Althouse. Now it's returned to Getz. Back to Althouse. Back now for Matson. Matson outside for Peterson. Now it's inside and a block going to be called, as I believe it was Althouse who drove the lane and fell to the wooden floor. 7th foul against St. Michael Albertville, so it's going to be Althouse, the line shooting 1-1. Or is she going? She was called. The foul was called while she was going up with it, so it's a 2-shot foul. First one is good. Second one from Althouse up short. Rebound and a foul called on it. It's going to be Althouse who picks up the violation. Inbounds pass for St. Michael Albertville now. Here comes Ray Johnson. Pushes up ahead. It's over for Alexander. Alexander back to Johnson. Back now for Alexander. St. Mike's slowing it down a little bit here. 27-10 after that Althouse free throw. Now it's a mid-range jumper from Kramer off the mark. Battle for it down low. Matson's involved down there, and it's won back by Chaska's Quinn now. After Althouse got the rebound, now it's off for Peterson who catches it, feeds it inside for Roebling. Roebling kicks it back outside for Peterson who takes it in inside the paint, out for Quinn now. Quinn, a long-range 3-ball off the mark. Rebound by Kramer for St. Mike's. Now it's a steal by Paige Roebling in the backcourt. She was fouled as she went up with it. 27-10, 4:24 to go in the first half, and it's Paige Roebling who's going to get a pair of free throws. As Roebling takes to the free throw line, we'll give you a look at the boys' team who's over there right now. There's Miles Hansen in the red shorts, who had 48 points last night, a career high. They're going to go over and warm up now on the backcourt as Roebling has a couple of free throws here. It's up and good. Is the first one. 27-11. Chaska still down. Second one out of the hands of Roebling is not for good. The rebound is pushed away for Johnson now. Johnson over for Kramer, back for Johnson. Now it's at the other end for the Knights. Kramer, who works it outside for Hansen. Hansen back for Johnson. Johnson calls a set, gives it away now for Hansen. Hansen inside, gives it out back now for Johnson. Johnson returns it to Hansen, who fires up a three for good. 3 points gives St. Michael Albertville 30 here to Chaska's 11. Pushed up ahead as Kaylee Van Epps puts up a tray, goes over the backboard and out of bounds. .341 left, 32-11 the score. Chaska trails St. Michael Albertville. Swung around by the Knights now. Johnson over for Hansen. Now it's stolen by Aldhouse. Aldhouse takes it in all the way. Good for two. Coast-to-coast steal and score for Sarah Aldhouse. Chaska, 13. Now at the other end, it's Ray Johnson who pushes up ahead as we near the 3-minute mark here. Johnson, another three, is good from way beyond the arc. Ray Johnson showing what she can do here in this first half. Now at the other end, this is Chaska's Destiny Bursch, who wants to return the favor. Can't do it. Paige Roebling working hard for a rebound down low. No, excuse me. That's Natalie Starr, who works hard for a rebound down low and gets 2 points out of it. Timeout, St. Michael Albertville. Chaska 15, St. Michael 33 here. Now is the time to enjoy life in a new Buick. Stop in at Lenz and Chevrolet Buick for a test drive. Take advantage of their Buick blowout all month long. When we return from Hopkins High School, we have the last 2 minutes and 53 seconds of the half. Chaska versus St. Michael Albertville in the girls' game. Welcome back to the Lindbergh Center here at Hopkins, Minnesota. We're coming to you live on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We have girls high school basketball for you here this afternoon. First game of a doubleheader we will be bringing you here on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. I'll be on the call for both of them. This one here with 2:46 to go in the first half, and at 6:30 we'll bring you the boys game between these same teams, Chaska and St. Michael Albertville. In this one, it's St. Michael Albertville with a substantial lead here in this first half. 33-15 the score with 2:33 to go. A layup down low by Carlson was missed, but she got her own board. Now she's trapped down low, and it's swung back out for Johnson, who seems to find the ball in her hands every possession. She chucks up a three ball. It bounced off the rim a couple times. No good. Veronica Quinn away with the rebound for Chaska. Pushed ahead now for Bursch. Bursch takes it inside. Fouled on the way up. 2 free throws ahead for Destiny Bursch. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the half. the 8th grader, here puts up her first free throw. It's good. (33-16) here. Destiny Bursch for this Chaska Hawks team, averaging 3.7 points a contest. Her second free throw is no good. Chaska seems to have gone 1 for 2 on every one of their free throw trips. They're going to get an inbound play here, as it's a call. I think it was a jump ball that was whistled for with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Althouse on the baseline. Let's find someone to get it into. It's Quinn who she picks out, and it's down for an open Destiny Bursch. She puts it in and up with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go, and she gets her own rebound, however. Moves it away for Althouse now. Althouse takes it up top, goes right, now left. Back for Bursch. Bursch now with 1:49 left. Althouse, a 3-ball. Can't get it to drop. Rebound, scrum for it down low. Works its way into the hands of Van Epps. Van Epps can't get it to drop. Now she puts another one up. No good. Van Epps can't get it to drop in a hold. Going to go against Kaylee Van Epps after a tough possession there. She picks up a foul. For the Knights now, this is Ray Johnson. Pushes it up ahead, crosses the half-court line, guarded by Van Epps. Just picked up the foul with under 90 seconds to go here. It's wide open now for Dold. Dold pushes up ahead, throws it out of bounds, Hawks ball. Chaska off the inbound play. This is Althouse. Althouse pushes up ahead now. A screen from Bursch. She takes it in off of that and puts it up for 2 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Chaska 18. St. Mike's 33. Now into the corner for Hanson, who picks up her dribble. Trouble by Bursch as we go under a minute here. Swung back outside for Dold. Dold, spin move, takes it inside off the glass. Can't get it to drop. Rebound by Starr for Chaska. Now it's over for Chaska's Bursch. Swung it over for Althouse. Althouse, left hand, rims just in and out. Puts up another one. Good. Sarah Althouse having a good finish to this half. Chaska with 30 seconds left here. Going to apply some pressure. .22 seconds to go. St. Michael pushing it up ahead now. Ray Johnson takes it inside off the glass. She was hacked on the way up, I believe. It could have gone either way between a charge and a block, but it's going to be a block that's called against Chaska. Didn't see who it went against, but with 13 seconds left, a 33-20 lead is looking to be extended on here by Ray Johnson at the free throw line. Her first one's up and no good. Johnson on the season, a 66% free throw shooter.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Hopkins High School at the Lindbergh Center for the community class. Presented by Breakout.
Her second one is up and good as Johnson's free throw. 34-20. Now back down for Bursch with 7, 6, 5, 4. Bursch gives it off for Williams. Williams with 2 seconds, 1 second. Time expires in the half. And a halftime score of 34-20 in favor of St. Michael. Albertville is where we sit here with 18 minutes left in the game. We will be back for the second half on the Chaska Hawks Lens and Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network from Hopkins High School and the Lindbergh Center. Hawks down at the half.
For the Tornadoes, a 5'6", sophomore number 10, Elizabeth Torgerson. For the Raiders, a 5'9", junior, number 13, Autumn Mendez. For the Tornadoes, a 6-foot senior, number 44, Abby Slater. For the Raiders, a 6-foot sophomore, number 22, Frankie Ottinger. For the Tornadoes, a 6-foot junior, number 50, Lily Jonanek. Minnesota Tornadoes is Sam Colesberg, head coach of the Green Hall Raiders, Joe Lynch. Tornado foul number 44, Gabby Slater. Torgerson for three. In for the Raiders, number 11, Sydney Jackson. Tornado foul number 10, Elizabeth Torgerson. Tornado foul number 2, Jersey McAlpin. Raider foul number 13, Anna Mendez.
Well, welcome back. We're at the half. Chaska trails St. Michael Albertville in the girls' basketball matchups at 34-20. Getting ready for the second half here gives us time for all your vehicle sales and service needs. Come down to Lenz and Chevrolet Buick, a family-owned business proud to be servicing the Chaska and surrounding areas for the past 39 years. Wonderful people down there at Lenz and Chevrolet Buick. Make sure you give them a visit. Have you been in and out of therapy or chiropractic treatment with little results? You're tired of having the same exercises that don't seem to be helping your pain? Therapists at St. Francis Rehab. We assess your whole body for areas of limitation and dysfunction. We take a unique hands-on approach with our patients that improves outcomes where other treatments have simply come up short. At St. Francis Rehab, we will get you back to sports, back to work, and back to life. Conveniently located in the Chaska Community Center. Call 952-428-1250. Set up an appointment today. Make sure you mention this ad when you give them a call. Well, we're getting ready for this second half here of basketball in the girls' game. First of two broadcasts this evening. We will be bringing you Chaska and St. Michael Albertville boys basketball at 6:30 p.m. this evening from Hopkins. Right after this one.
Basket is made by Franny Hottinger.
34-20 at the break. Chaska needs to have a strong second half if they want to be able to contend for the win here this evening. Down 14 at the break. Not something that usually bodes well for teams that are looking to come back, but hey, it's been done. Chaska hoping that is the case here this afternoon. We're now into the evening here. 5:36 local time here from Hopkins, Minnesota. Ryan Paul coming to you live on Chaska Hawks Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network, agreed and ready for the second half. Getting ready here. Start things off here. This final 18 minutes of basketball from the Lindbergh Center in Hopkins. On the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, it's Johnson who gets it in to start the clock. And here we go in the last couple of plays here. It's quickly once more started off by Kendall Johnson for St. Michael Albertville. A 3-ball there. Makes it a 37-20 game. Now for Chaska, some aggressive play there. Down at the other end. Goes out of bounds. Swung outside for Chaska's Van Epps. A 3-ball off the mark. Pushed ahead by Johnson. Now upwards for Carlson. Carlson stops for the Knights. Gives it off for Kramer. Kramer connects there. 39-20. A hot start to the half for the Knights. And we have a whistle and a turnover against Chaska. 17-16 on the clock here. Left in this second half. Just another reminder, immediately following this game, or at 6 o'clock, we'll be bringing you the boys' game between these two teams. There's a steal by Sarah Aldhouse. At the other end, she puts it in and lays it up for two. Chaska gets their first 2 points of the half on a steal and score by Sarah Aldhouse. Here's another aggressive play by Aldhouse at the timeline. There's still a scrum for it. Johnson now with a strong drive inside. Puts the layup just a bit too heavy, but it's a rebound offensively for St. Michael Albertville by Cox, and she puts it in for two. 41-22 the score here. Matson pump fakes a little bit. Now she gives it off for Van Epps for three. Van Epps' three was no good. Rebound Roebling. Roebling off the offensive rebound. She went up for it, was fouled. 41-22 the score here. Roebling's first free throw up. A little bit too heavy there. Stays at 41-22. 16:35 left here. Roebling, second free throw up and good. Johnson at the other end for the Knights now. Off for Johnson, the other one. Ray off to Addy. Now it's swung over for McKenzie. Kramer back over now for Carlson. Carlson in the corner for Cox. Cox back up top. Now for Kramer. Kramer inside the lane has it stolen. And a foul committed by Carlson as Sanchez came away with a steal. 16:33 on the clock. Chaska down 41-23 here. Sanchez pushed up ahead now for Chaska. Swung back over for Althouse. Althouse finds Van Epps down low. Van Epps ran right into Cox. Kendall Cox, a 5'9" 8th grader, fouled by Kaylee Van Epps, also a 5'9" 8th grader. Johnson now, Ray Johnson, pump fake drives, nice move, Ray Johnson gets fouled as she enters the three-point arc. 16-13 left in the game. Johnson at the free throw line for two. First one up and good. Number two from Ray Johnson. Chucks it up, it's good. The second free throw good. Van Epps now pushes ahead for Chaska, working against Cox. Swings into the corner for Roebling. Roebling now back for Althouse. Althouse to Roebling. Roebling goes left. Gives it off to Althouse. Althouse mid-range, just a little short. Foul and a whistle here after the rebound. The ball was loose. 15:57 left. We're going to get a foul against STMA's Riley Carlson. Johnson now pushes up ahead for the Knights. Gives it into the corner now for Cox. Cox traveled with it. It's going the other way. Althouse catches the inbound pass, takes it up now for Chaska. Althouse with it for the Hawks. Can't find anybody, needs some help. Daisy Sanchez is there for it, gives it back down over for Van Epps. Van Epps sinks a three ball for Chaska. Quickly up ahead by Johnson now for the Hawks. 26 to 43 here. Johnson down low for Alexander, who got a lucky bounce off the rim and laid it in, and then one free throw opportunity ahead with 15:19 to go. Alexander here checks in as Natalie Starr returns. Alexander, the second three-point play opportunity here is not converted. Missed the free throw, a loose ball, and ball's on the floor, and a jump ball called for by our official. Chaska is the arrow pointing in their favor. Inbound pass for Althouse now. Althouse now takes it up, takes it all the way in herself. Althouse for two. Good news there. That's Sarah Althouse for Chaska. 28-41. Now it's back around for Kramer. 3 seconds in the lane. He's going to go against St. Michael Albertville, and a turnover once more for the Knights. Chaska gets the ball back once again. Althouse quickly up ahead, stops just before the timeline. Fouled as she pushed ahead with it. Ray Johnson guilty of that crime there. Althouse catches the inbound in the backcourt for Chaska. Pushed up now in the corner by Van Epps, or for Van Epps rather. Swings it up ahead. Kaylee Van Epps strong to the hoop. Lays it in for two. Chaska 30. St. Mike's 45. 15-point deficit still for Chaska, but signs of life being shown by this Hawks team. Out for Johnson. Johnson's three was blocked by Van Epps, and it goes short. Rebound Chaska. Althouse now for the Hawks. Althouse takes it in, drives it inside, goes off the front rim. Johnson away with the board. Pushes it up ahead for Alexander. Alexander takes it in. Good defense by Natalie Starr. Pokes it away. Oops. And you get a double dribble call going against Kenzie Kramer. Now this is Althouse for the Hawks. Gives it away for Van Epps now. Back over for Althouse. Now it's over for Roebling. Roebling with long two off the mark, and we get a foul going to go against Chaska. Reminder here on the London Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network, this is our first of two Chaska Hawks matchups tonight. Immediately following this game, we will have our boys matchup between St. Michael Albertville and the Hawks. Just a heads up, there will be a different link that you will need to go to for that. Make sure you follow my Twitter at RyPaul21, at RYPAUL21. I'll tweet out the link, or you can just go to ChaskaBasketballReport.com. Watch from there, ChaskaBasketballReport.com, your home court for Hawks basketball. Cox for St. Mike's now back on the court. Back up for Johnson now, who resets for the Knights. Wearing their blue jerseys. Chaska rocking the white ones. Here's a three ball from Hanson. Goes short. Natalie Starr box out. Drew a foul with 12:54 to go in regulation. Natalie Starr playing well this second half. Annalise Peterson for Chaska now up ahead for Bursch. Bursch, free throw line jumper goes just a hair long. Rebound by Johnson for the Knights. Johnson ahead now with it. She takes it in all the way herself for two. Ray Johnson, a bucket. Pushed up ahead now by Bursch for the Hawks. Bursch takes to the baseline, threw a pass, went off the hand of Cox. Cox grabbed it. And now, as Cox was troubled, head coach for the Knights, Ken Hammer, calls a timeout. And with 12:19 left, we have a stoppage on the floor. Chaska down 43-30 here on the Chaska Hawks London Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network. As we return to Lindbergh Center here live on the Chaska Hawks Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Broadcast Network, Ryan Paul, happy to be bringing you a double dip of Hawks coverage this evening. Pushed up ahead now. Chaska down 17 on St. Michael Albertville. Here's the sophomore Hansen for the Knights. Now it's off for Johnson. Johnson over for Hansen, who missed the 3-ball. Jump ball down low as Chaska and St. Michael Albertville is fighting for it. It's going to go in favor as the arrow pointing towards St. Michael Albertville. Some confusion on who should get the ball, but it's been determined that St. Michael Albertville has the arrow, and I agree with that because I do remember a jump ball to win in favor of Chaska just a couple minutes ago. Nevertheless, this Jaden Hansen, who works with the handles against Bursch. Now it's swung back around to Ray Johnson for the Knights. And Johnson in across court now for Cox. Cox over with it. Cox takes it in for 2. 19-point deficit here. Bursch for it. Chaska. 11:22 left here. 49-30. Chaska down. This is Grothy for the Hawks. Grothy back over for Peterson. Peterson takes it up now. Back for Althouse. Althouse takes it inside. Foul on the way up. Almost spun it in. But a foul with 11 minutes and 6 seconds left. Going against St. Michael. Althouse at the free throw line for 2 shots. 11:06 left. Chaska down 19. Now you can make it 18. .06 left. Second one from Althouse up and good. No, he rims in and out, man. That sure did look good. Swung ahead for Johnson now is St. Michael Albertville. Johnson has it back off for Cox, the 8th grader. Cox pushed into Quinn. Quinn took the pass right away as she hopped back up from the floor. Now she dribbles her way into the corner, gives it off for Bursch. Bursch back over for Althouse. Althouse for 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound though. Veronica Quinn takes it back into the corner. Quinn swings it back around. But it's Johnson who's there to pick it off. Recollected though by Peterson. Swung back ahead now. Kicked out for Bursch. Bursch along too is going to go way long. Now a scrum for it down low. It's going to be another jump ball. Chaska going to get it this time. Quinn catches the inbound pass for Chaska, takes it inside, kicks it back up for Getz now. Getz back for Quinn. Quinn, a 3-ball on the way. No good. Britton just in and out. Offensive rebound by Grothy, though. Grothy threw it to Getz. Getz couldn't catch it. Now she pushes it up ahead for Hansen. Hansen has it back now. A baseline jumper is good for Hansen. 51-31, a 20-point lead for St. Michael Albertville. 9:56 left. Althouse pushes ahead for Chaska now, over for Quinn. Quinn back to Althouse. Althouse to Quinn. Quinn takes it inside, lost it. Grabbed by St. Michael Albertville's Johnson. Johnson pushes it up ahead for Cox. Cox for 2. 22-point lead. 53-31. Chaska falling behind here in the second half. A strong start and a strong end of the first half, but a strong start for the first half. Chaska still not able to get back in it. As Grothy finds herself with it, swung back over for Althouse. Althouse takes it in, a jumper no good. Pushed ahead now by Johnson. Johnson takes it in, a foul with 9 minutes and 10 seconds left. substitutions come in now for both teams. Rare occasion that boys get to watch the girls and vice versa. The girls will get to watch the boys. As we only took one bus here this afternoon. It was a full bus. We left Chaska High School about 3 o'clock. Got here at about 3:30 to Hopkins and watched the end of the Cretin-Durham Hall, Iowa, West Iowa City game in the boys region. And we came over here and started this game as Sarah Aldhouse picks it off and puts it up. And it's missed by Sarah Aldhouse, though. And a rebound by Coulson. Coulson gets it back now for Dold. Dold takes it down the floor off for Johnson. It's 8:36 left. Johnson swinging it around now, up 22. Gives it back for Hanson. Hanson resets, gives it for Dold. A nice play there. Hanson to Dold, couldn't capitalize, though, as the middle layup is missed. Pushed ahead now for Van Epps. Van Epps to Getz in the corner. Getz cross court for Peterson. Peterson for three short. Kaylee Van Epps couldn't grab the rebound, and it's reset now by Hanson. Johnson now for the Knights. 31-53 the score. Inside, it's Haley Coulson who drives the lane and is fouled on the way up. .7:52 left, 53-31 the score. Chaska losing to St. Michael Albertville as the sun sets outside. Lights are still on in here. A beautiful day out here this afternoon. We were able to put the windows down on the bus right here. It was around 50, 60 degrees, I think. The sun was shining. It was a great day. We were saying that the golf courses should have opened. So the golf course, a lot of golf courses did open, so felt like golf weather today. And it's back on the basketball floor now. We have Kaylee Van Epps running away with it. Hits it away for Bursch now. Bursch over into the corner for Williams. Williams, the mid-range jumper is short. Rebound by Coulson. Coulson pushes it up ahead now for Hanson. Hanson away for Johnson. Johnson spots up a tray just off the mark. Rebound Destiny Bursch for Chaska. Bursch gives it away for Sanchez now. Sanchez inside, a forced pass. Not a good pass there from Sanchez. Haley Van Epps wasn't open. Now it's pushed up ahead by Alexander. Alexander threw it back in bounds as she was falling away. And Tara Seifert needs a timeout to talk things over. We get a full timeout, or we get a timeout on the floor here. Chaska down 53-31. February is the month to purchase a new Buick at Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Inc. Lenzen needs your trade-in and will give you top dollar for your current vehicle. Now is the time to enjoy life in a new Buick. Stop in Lenzen Chevrolet Buick for a test drive and take advantage of their Buick blowout all month long. St. Francis Rehab offers a comprehensive approach to treating concussions. Our staff of physical, occupational, and speech therapists work together to maximize your outcome and get you back to your sport or job safely and at the top of your game. From baseline testing to thorough evaluation and treatments following an injury, consider St. Francis Rehab your source for concussion treatment. Call 952-428-1250 to set up your appointment today. Make sure you mention this ad. See Kinley right here in attendance. 7:12 left here, back in action with Chaska and St. Michael Albertville. Push down low for the Knights now. 7 minutes left here as we go under that as Johnson floater is missed and a aggressive scrum for it down low. Vanessa Alexander was ripping some Chaska players away, and everybody fell to the floor. Almost like a game of Ring Around the Rosie where you all fall down. That's kind of what it looked like out there. Three ball from Johnson is nothing but water. And it's a 53-31 game, or 56-31 game, rather. As Destiny Birch comes down at the other end of the floor and puts away for a quick two for the Hawks. Inside pass for Hansen was just out of the reach of it. And it goes out of bounds. Roebling returns for the Hawks. Kramer checks back in for the Knights. 8:29 or 6:29 to go. This is Birch for three. Birch, a long three, goes out the backboard, no good. Rebound by Dold. And Destiny Birch reached in a little bit on Dold. And we're going to get some free throws coming up for St. Michael Albertville after Birch picks up Chaska's 7th foul. Dold has 1-and-1 free throws ahead for her now, as you see over there. Chaska getting ready in the corner. Dold's 1-and-1 free throw is missed. Rebound by Van Epps for Chaska. Van Epps takes it in all the way for two. Kaylee Van Epps, a nice move and score for the 8th grader. 20-point game. No. 21-point game. Is Dold at the other end. Chucks up an air ball of a 3-ball. Sanchez away with the board now for the Hawks. Sanchez pushes up ahead for Birch. Birch, a baseline jumper and off the mark. Rebound by Kramer. Kramer up ahead. Now it's Johnson. A mid-range jumper is good. 23-point lead here. It's 58-35. Now it's Chaska with it. This is Van Epps. Van Epps back over for Williams. Williams inside pass intended for Roebling was poked away, but a foul called. Halftime in the game behind us. Girls matchup between Green Durham Hall and Anoka. Green Durham Hall 33 and Anoka 27 at the half. If that has any significance to you. Roebling at the line, hits her first free throw. She gets another one. Roebling goes 2 for 2 from the line, and it's a 58-37 game. Back now for Cox. That's Kendall Cox. Inside for Johnson. Johnson, a shot, no good. Rebound by Kaylee Van Epps. Pushed up ahead, just about went out of the range of Birch, but it's back to Van Epps. Van Epps steps up into a three, no good. Rebound by Coulson. It's ahead for Johnson now. Johnson, a nice pass, went up ahead, intended for Kramer. Goes out of bounds, though, and it's going to stay with the Knights as Chaska poked it away. Four minutes, 53 seconds left. Inside. Now it's a pass away. Recollected by Cox. Cox grabs it and dribbles now, working against Sanchez. Cox takes it in all the way herself. Jump ball is shooting up with it. Daisy Sanchez playing good defense there against Cox. This is Birch, pushes up ahead now. Takes it inside the paint, swatted away by Johnson. Now there's a battle for it, and it's pushed up ahead for Coulson. Coulson, as Sanchez fires away for it. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Birch tried to pick up a pass. Johnson threw it away now into the corner, and the travel is going to go against St. Michael Albertville. Just a reminder, stick with us here. After this game, we'll bring you the boys' game. Right here, Chaska and St. Michael Albertville. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in this one. Chaska down 58-37. This is Althouse. Althouse into the corner for Sanchez. Sanchez takes it in with her right hand. Lost it, though. Pushed in for Sanchez. Sanchez works inside into the paint. Jump ball. She went up with it. Night ball after possession arrow points towards them. Pushed up ahead for the Knights. This is Kramer. Kramer. So Althouse playing defense against her. Pushed ahead now by Dold. Dold works her way up. This is Johnson now. Johnson back outside for Coulson. Coulson inside for Cox. Cox puts it up and in. 2 for the Knights. 60-37. With 3:29 left. Destiny Birch chucks up a 3-ball off the mark. Pushed up and now ahead for Bennett. Bennett, it says Johnson, excuse me, back outside for Coulson. Coulson put up a 3, went off the top of the backboard. No call, back outside for Cox. Cox, another 3, no good. 3 minutes to play. Offensive rebound by Haley Coulson. Puts it up for 2 for the Knights. 62-37. Williams, a baseline jumper just off the mark. Now it's ahead for St. Michael Albertville. Gives it up ahead as Alexander finishes it for 2. We have now a 64-37 game on our hands here, and slipped away from Chaska rather quickly. Destiny Birch takes it in herself. No foul call as she drove the lane. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left. Chaska going to continue to play defense here. Is pushed up ahead from Cox to Alexander, and they continue to score. A timeout called by Chaska. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Hawks down 66-37 against the Knights. Action here now. Althouse for Chaska pushes across the timeline. Chaska down 66-37 as we approach the 2-minute mark here. Althouse for the Hawks takes it inside the paint. Throws it another one. Sarah Althouse struggled to get good angle shots off. Carlson traveled with it, and she came away with the rebound. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in regulation here. It's going to be 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game, unless Chaska can make a miraculous comeback and come back down 19, or from down 29 rather. Inside, this is Althouse. Althouse lost the ball momentarily. She puts it up for a pair of points though. Down at the other end, we have a good steal by Chaska's Althouse once more with 1:49 left. Althouse is going to get a pair of free throws out of it. First one from Althouse is up and good. 66-40, 66-41 now. Second one's up and good. 1:49 left here. This is Tennyson who has it. Gives it over for Dold. Dold works it around back for Tennyson. Tennyson back. Now back for Hansen. Hansen resets it with 1:30 seconds left. Carlson takes it inside. Left hand off the window. Good move from Carlson for a bucket. 68-41. The score here, the 1:18 remaining. Althouse for Chaska. Back over for Peterson. Peterson almost spotted up a 3. They elected to go for the pass instead. Now it's over for Althouse. Althouse finds a wide open Annalise Peterson. He didn't put up a 3, and it's now Getz with under a minute, 58 seconds left. Althouse takes it inside, puts it up at short though. Can't get her own rebound, and with 53 seconds left, stoppage. (68-41), not exactly the outcome that Chaska wanted. With the win, St. Michael Albertville going to move to 19-4 on the year. Very good team was this night's team. Chaska going to drop to 11-13 on the season. Michael Albertville going to take this win into their conference lead and presumably win a conference tournament. Even though this game had no effect on it, with 25 seconds left, it's put in, gives St. Mike 70 to Chaska's 41. 20 seconds left. Gets for the Hawks. Gives it away for an Althouse tray ball. It's good. Sarah Althouse for three. A little bit of a positive for the Hawks in this game that didn't have a whole lot of those. 70-44 is going to be your final tallies from this evening's game. As time runs out, Chaska falls to St. Michael Albertville in the girls' game, 70-44. Make sure you check out St. Francis Rehab. They offer a comprehensive approach to treating concussions. Our staff of physical, occupational, and speech therapists work together to maximize your outcome and get you back to your sport or job safely and at the top of your game. From baseline testing to thorough evaluation and treatments following an injury, consider St. Francis Rehab your source for concussion treatment. Located in the Chaska Community Center, call 952-428-1250. Set up an appointment. Save thousands on a new Chevrolet from London Chevrolet Buick for the February Select Chevrolet Model Cash Savings Bonus event. Happening right now. For all your vehicle sales and service needs, come down to London Chevrolet Buick, a family-owned business proud to be servicing the Chaska community for the past 39 years. Hawks fall to St. Michael Albertville in the girls' game. I'm Ryan Paul saying so long on this broadcast. Make sure you head out to ChaskaBasketballReport.com to watch the boys' game coming up here in 20 minutes. Make sure you head over ChaskaBasketballReport.com. Tune into the boys' game. They get ready to take the floor here. We'll be right back from Hopkins. We'll have a new link. This broadcast link will no longer work, so make sure you check out ChaskaBasketballReport.com for that broadcast. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us, folks. Soar Hawks.